there's a chance we just might see the second coming of Sean O'Malley versus Chris Moutinho on the White House lawn. That fight being Sean O'Malley versus Ayman Zahabi. We'll get to the text here in a second. But yeah, today's my prediction on Sean O'Malley versus Ayman Zahabi. Not a lot to say in the beginning. Let's just get right into it with a little breakdown on Sugar Show. And there doesn't need to be a breakdown because we all know Sean O'Malley, the flashy striker, the viral Snoop Dogg. O'Malley! 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 Just, I'm sorry. I had to do that. The viral moment on the Contender Series. And then Sean O'Malley has that loss. It is a loss against Cheeto Vera due to a leg injury, and then can't really continue. Ground and pound, elbow, little burpee, another burpee, sorry. Shit like that. And then eventually he works himself up, gets a robbery win over Peter Yan. But here's the thing, with that fight, it shows that he could stand on stand with the elite people. He is elite. Even though it was a robbery win, he did go 3 rounds in it. He made it very, very competitive against Peter Yan, the current bantamweight champion. And then he got the belt off of Aljo, which is a actually really good aging win and a good way to win the belt. KO over Aljo. And then on the screen here, his first title defense against Cheeto Vera. I'm not going to explain. It's stupid. And then he loses to Merab twice, blah, blah, blah. Just recently had a very competitive fight against Song Yadong, which I won't lie, I kind of thought he lost. That's not the point. It's the Sugar Show. And his biggest weakness, we all know this, is his grappling. While it is very good, in the bantamweight division, there are just so many elite grapplers, wrestlers, and everything. So it's very tricky. It's very tricky for Sean O'Malley to get the belt again. And I made a video recently talking about some current UFC fighters who are not totally washed or washed in general, who I think will never get the belt again, them being former champs. And Sean O'Malley is in that video. He is the thumbnail. So, and I don't think he's ever going to touch the belt again because Merab, Yan in 5 rounds is a whole different fight than Yan in 3. And of course, Umar. I think Sean O'Malley loses to all of them. But who is Sean O'Malley fighting now? Is it one of those 3? Fuck no, it's not. It's Ayman Zahabi. And you see the words, he's tough. Man, what the fuck am I supposed to put here? What else could I put here that is good? Because I honestly can't, man. I really can't. He's tough. He is tough. I'll give him that. He got dropped by Cheeto via jab, but still, he won that. He was in it. He was fighting, and he had that tough scrap against Jose Aldo where he gets dropped, gets badly hurt, and then comes back after Aldo gassed himself and cut him open with elbows. And he's a tough guy. I won't lie. He's tough. He's mediocre. Not mediocre. He's good. He is not great in any place, and he is not bad in any place. He is just a good fighter. And this is going to be a short video, I'm sorry. But prediction round 2, O'Malley TKO. It really is. I didn't even bother putting prediction and then revealing who my prediction is. I'm just going to say it right now. It's going to be O'Malley. It's going to be a O'Malley masterclass. He's going to have that Chris Moutinho type of performance where he is just going to fucking bounce Zahabi's head back constantly. He's going to emote him. He's going to, shoot the hoops. He's going to dribble through the legs like he usually does. He's going to dribble Zahabi's head, and it's going to be brutal. And listen, it's going to be one of those fights where Zahabi, he's too tough for his own good, where like a fighter like Chris Moutinho is so tough and he can take so much damage. So he takes so much damage. And that's not good. That could be good in the moment where you can, especially on the White House lawn, where you can have a banger scrap just because one person is getting the fuck beat out of them. And it's just a brutal beatdown. And it's like, oh my God, dude. But hey, he's tough as shit, man. He's tough as shit. He's still in there. He's a tough kid. But yeah, Zahabi has nothing for O'Malley. Nothing. He's not going to make this really all too competitive. Maybe a little bit, but it's not going to be too competitive. It really isn't, because Zahabi is not on the same level of Song Yadong. I don't think so. Song Yadong, I think, has a bit of a masterclass against Cheeto Vera. I think Song Yadong would TKO Jose Aldo. I think Song Yadong would beat everyone Ayman Zahabi beat. Okay, and I get it. Like I said, I thought Song Yadong beat Sean O'Malley, but still, he won on paper, whatever. Zahabi doesn't have the grappling as the three people I just mentioned, Umar, Merab, and Jan. He doesn't have that. He's not elite in any areas, and you have to be elite in a lot of areas, especially the grappling, to beat O'Malley. You have to have that. O'Malley is just too good on the feet. He is the best striker in the bantamweight division. It is to prove that, to be able to stand up with him is just elite in itself. And Cheeto, we saw him stand with him, but he got the shit beat out of him. But it wasn't a TKO, it wasn't a TKO. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He got the shit beat out of him. I just showed a picture of one of the craziest shots in UFC history that a guy didn't get knocked down by, and it was so loud. And that's all just because of Cheeto's chin. If Zahabi is taking that shot, Zahabi is being flung out of the octagon across the Washington Monument, the huge lake and everything, out of DC, out of the United States, back to his hometown in Canada, and back to his hometown childhood bed. Okay? He's going to be slumped. He's going to be... He's out. He's not taking that shit. He is not going to be able to take it. I don't care if he's... Oh, hey man, he's a tough cookie. He's a tough kid. He can take a lot of shots. I don't care. The first round, maybe it's going to be a little slow. O'Malley's going to get the feel and everything. But eventually, it's just going to be like a click. You're just going to hear like a trigger in O'Malley's head and be like, okay, yeah, I got this. And maybe at one point, O'Malley, younger O'Malley, past O'Malley, maybe he would really underestimate Zahabi and just kind of be surprised, and that's a bit tricky. Now, I think Sean O'Malley is officially locked in. Okay, while I don't think he will become champ or beat Jan or Merab in the trilogy or Umar, he schools the rest of these guys. And Song Yadong, yeah, he didn't school him, but Song Yadong is top 5 material. Ayman Zahabi is not. Ayman Zahabi is like a gatekeeper. Okay, I think he's a perfect gatekeeper. He's perfect for that position. Let's get him filled into that. Let's get an interview right after he's KO'd, right? So here, let me paint the scene. O'Malley, he's going to have a great first round. He's going to dribble on Zahabi's head. He's going to take his head and just dribble it between his legs, pop him with shots, style on him, spinning back fist, spinning back kick, all that shit. Second round, he hits him with an uppercut. It stuns him a little bit. And then maybe we see a spinning heel kick KO. Maybe we see that. Adds a bit of flash. We need that. We're going to need that on the American card for the American fighters, because the American fighters ain't going to get a lot of moments. That's not my point, though. But he's going to get KO'd. Zahabi is going to get KO'd. And he's going to wake up and Joe Rogan's going to be in his face and be like, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, I know you're knocked out, but could you get this signature? We need a signature of you to become a gatekeeper, because that's what you're going to be for the rest of your career. You're just going to be a gatekeeper. This is not a hard fight to predict. It's not. This is probably maybe the third easiest prediction to make for this card. First one being Ilya. Second one... No, actually, it's the second. Okay, it's the second. First one being Ilya. Second one being O'Malley versus Zahabi. And third one being Hackett versus Derek Lewis, which I still have to make a video on that. But my point is, it's O'Malley every day. It's O'Malley all day against Zahabi. There's no way Zahabi wins this. I'm 100% confident. I should have made a slide. I'm 100% confident that O'Malley is going to win. 100%. Do I think he'll never get the belt? Yes, he's never going to get the belt again. But he's going to dribble on Zahabi's head. Dunzo. Easy Dunzo. In and out. He's going to be in and out. And it's going to be a viral moment. And the thing is, though, he needs that viral moment right now. He just had a competitive fight with Song. That wasn't really a viral moment. He needs a viral KO. And this fight is what that's setting up for. They're setting up O'Malley to get back that stardom, to get back that viral moment shit. They need him to have it because not a lot of American fighters are going viral right now. Not a lot of American fighters are having those viral KOs. It's all I don't mean to say foreigners, but like outside of Americans, non-Americans, you know what I mean? But they need this, and it's perfect. It's perfect. And there's even going to be talk about this after the fight where, wow, O'Malley just made it look really easy, and man, Eamon Zahabi's always game, so that's impressive. His stock's going to rise. So it's perfect for him. Easy round 2 TKO. I don't want to go first round because I do think Zahabi is tough. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter at all. He's just not a great fighter, and you have to be a great fighter to beat Sean O'Malley, and you have to be a elite fighter to stand on the ground, stand on the feet with him, and make it, competitive. Song Yadong is elite, but anyways, that's not my point. Round 2 TKO for O'Malley. Thank you guys for watching. Still got to do Gane versus Pereira and Josh Hawkett versus Derek Lewis. Stay tuned for that. See you later. Peace.